Hello everyone, welcome back to the War of Harmony 4 full vision rethread to stuff I already went through. This is probably going to be the longest video out of 4 while I go back through this game. Largely because there's so much talking to do right now. Actually, I could be voicing the character right now, but I still need to explain a few more things. First off, combat-wise, absolutely nothing has changed. Maybe some stats were moved here and there, but the spiders are still one of the most aggravating enemies to fight because there's so many of them. Their hitboxes are still broken, and they have so much HP, so those are pretty much the same. Liko, the brood mother spider or something like that, she's still, well, I think she's a little bit tougher, but still the same moves and everything, so not that much different either. The possessed treant, not much different. The pellet swapped timberwolves, those are roughly the same, except confusion has been nerfed, so they're a bit tougher to deal with now. So really, as far as gameplay is concerned, this is the exact same as it was from, like, compared to how it was in the previous playable build. So really, there hasn't been much changes at all whatsoever concerning the gameplay. Everything that's been changed has been mostly aesthetic, and, well, the new stuff after the mirror pool. Or rather, during the mirror pool. So really, these next almost 40 minutes are just gonna be me voicing the characters, starting, well, after these dialogue boxes. Oh, also, I'm gonna be skipping the witchcraft music. It's still there, yeah, because really, I've already listened to it like 7 times. I cannot listen to it anymore. I'm probably gonna have to make a bunch of more videos about this game with me doing all the different moral choices with and without Trixie, so ew. Let's talk to Pinky. Give me just a minute so I can get a good look at this. Okay, Pinky, I will give you exactly 1 minute. I got this, don't worry. How about I just give you a second? Seriously, I'm still busy. Talk to Pinky. So, did you find out anything? I sure did. I find that hard to believe. So what did you find out? Well, those old carvings over there are of a bearded pony, so I'm thinking that it's Starswirl, the bearded. Now that I know that, I'm pretty sure I know what this is for. Let me finish cleaning this off. I think that Trixie wanted to talk to you first. Together, Pinky and I have discovered that this is in fact a teleporter. It takes 2 to at least use it correctly, but it can function with 3 just as easy. Aside from that, is there something I can help you with? You wouldn't happen to have a good guess as to where we are, would you? A good guess? No. A simple guess, for this is the entrance to Starswirl the Bearded's archive. The place where he stored all of his books and scrolls for every spell he ever chronicled. But then again, this room could just be a lethal trap. After all, it could simply kill all of us because we are missing magic that we shouldn't be. Aside from that, is there something I can help you with? How exactly do you know that this is a teleporter? I can sense magic, especially the arcane, and I felt it when we walked down here. Why couldn't I feel the magic presence? You haven't been classically trained in a magic school or institute of any kind, if I am guessing right. No, I haven't. I still do not understand why that would affect my ability to sense a magical residue or a person. You do not actually use your unicorn magic ability, but others that have developed it can naturally sense these things. Learning these skills are not for the fragile. Whatever. Fragile, eh? I see how it is. Yes? I chipped a hoof, or whatever should I do? Spiders, my hair! Ah! I'll get you back, don't worry. That's quite a sinister phrase Rarity said just there, by the way. I'll get you back, don't worry. Depending on what actions you take in the future, anyway. I'm trying my best, but it's hard. Stay strong, Rarity. Oh, by the way, Trixie figured out that this was a teleporter, but I figured out that it takes at least 2 to work it. Do you need something? You wouldn't have another good guess as to where we are, would you? We are. Wait for it. In a basement! Not exactly what I was going for, but yeah, that works. What did you expect? I've never been here. Did you need something? How'd you figure out that this portal needed two to operate it? I was assuming that it needed two, since there are two carvings on the wall. That is not reassuring, not in the least. I'm telling you that I'm right, and not to worry about it. Well, we have come this far, so we might as well go with the flow. I have played this before, but I have a feeling that the dialogue you do with Pinky was meant to be done without Trixie. I can't remember for sure how it is without Trixie, but that's how it feels like. It feels so stilted. And we have lift off. These are such cheap special effects, by the way. Jeez. Rarity? Yes. How did we get into sand? And did you notice the spiderwebs? How many floors are there in the archive? Pinky, can we just ask someone where the offering we are looking for is at? What does the offering even look like? Do you see the faint glow of stars above us? Pinky, do you have any idea how hard it is to get sand out of your fur? Actually, yes. Are these spiders poisonous? This is sand and old architecture. Does that mean we aren't in Equestria anymore? Pinky? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Talking way too much, Pinky. Even if the spiders were poisonous, you're immune against status effects because of Pinky's, element. This is a star chart. Star Scroll was the only one to actually see and log everything. I want to touch it. Artie grabs Trixie's hoof. Who disturbs this chamber? You may be able to sense magic better than I, but you definitely cannot sense when something is dangerous. Speak, interlopers! We are. Artie waves a hoof in her face and steps forward. Archaeologists! And we have stumbled upon this find of the century. Knowledge seekers! I will permit you to roam this archive and soak up the knowledge found within. But you are forbidden to take archive property with you. All items to be reshelved must be placed at this location to await an attendant for pickup. Failure to comply will result in self-termination of Archive SSTB Site Equine. Site Equine? What are you? I am the preservation of the entity that is known to you as Starswold the Bearded. Known to us? Your species, Sapien Equus, the talking and thinking equine. But Starswold was a unicorn. Everyone knows that. Rowdy waves her off. What was Starswold the Bearded? A species of bipedal humanoid. Classification, Homo sapien. Name designation, Merlin. Merlin? Enough information has been gathered to verify you and your entourage as Knowledge Seeker. The blue portal will lead you to various locations in the installation. Program complete. SSTB entity enters hibernation mode. No, I have questions! So many questions! Come on, Trixie, we have an entire archive to explore. What? Why didn't you ask it where the offering was? Because we can look ourselves. I'm guessing that's like a plot hole the game creator was trying to wave off. Happens quite often. Even I didn't think about that. Anyway, I mentioned this before, but yeah, barely anything changed here. Did you smell that? It smells like oil. Gotta go to south right here. From the touch of it, it feels like a trout. Trow, however you say that. Maybe we could light it? All yours, Pinky. Yes. And I actually teleported right there to the center of the screen. Because that's how it is. Anyway, I skip way ahead here and I fight the spider because I wanted to see how they were. And yes, they are still very, very annoying. The most annoying enemy in the game, in fact. I still hate these things. It's because they have no weaknesses or anything. Coupled with the fact that they have like 3000 HP each. Anyway, I actually forgot the order of how I'm supposed to do things here. So I end up going around quite a bit. Like I look at all the books here, which I am not supposed to do right now. I'm supposed to go upstairs and read the note. There's a burrow behind this webbing. Might want to leave it be then. And we have to fight that spider down there now. Yeah, lots of skipping happened right there. I'm telling you guys, it's at least 1 minute every spider fight, and it adds up real fast, especially if you don't know what you're supposed to do here. Like the first time I played this. Immaterialized lessons in chemistry. We're gonna need to check that out later. I keep thinking we're gonna have to check this out, but that's not the case. Most of the books are missing, some of them have been turned over or something like that. A lot of faded symbols and other stuff that I couldn't see. And I accidentally fight one spider right there. And another one right there. I'm having a hard time finding Starscroll the Bearded's Grimoire, but I mustn't give up the search, especially since my sister and Equestria need me. I'll have to find it in order to prepare for what was coming, so I cannot leave my... Wow, I was going through with this dialogue much faster than I expected. Anyway, that's Luna. These spiders are aggravating, just because they're standing just barely in the way. You can avoid them, but you have to, like, wait for them to move out of the place, too. Note in the sand. I've completely explored all 113 floors of the archives. 113 floors? Holy moly! I narrowed my search down to the rare books in the chemistry wing, a broken display case, and a burrow dug into the back wall behind some shelves. That was when the swarm came from the upper hallways. The swarm? I had to hold out against them for 3 hours until I collapsed the tunnels on both the western and eastern hallways. That would explain the mess back in the hall. I know who was here! Do tell, Pinky. Find one more note and I'll tell you. It's kind of easy to infer, to be honest, especially with concerning the optional note I found downstairs. The faded word Grimoire is carved upon the display case. Some of the glass has been shattered and the note lay inside. I found the Grimoire, but something else had found it first. I negotiated for the book, but it came at a high price. I traded an offering at Moon, which is made from a precious and rare lunar metal. I could have taken it by force, but the creature was unhostile and seemed to understand my words. I bartered the offering for the Grimoire. Now it is time to leave this place. I can sense that Equestria will need me soon. Luna, so that is where you went. You ruined it! I wanted to tell everyone who it was. I did that first. Well, at least now we know where the offering is located. And these other optional things to look at are still the same. Also, the shadow effects are still not layered properly, in case some of you have noticed. Or haven't noticed. So, all the way back here, to have already noticed that the offering is back there. And 2 tick with only the 2 only has 1 O, even though it's supposed to have 2. And we have to do the chemistry puzzle. And I actually go to the 2nd floor right away when I'm supposed to check out the library for the way to actually mix the chemicals. So that was a waste of time. Dematerialized lessons. Chemistry, alkahest. 4 chemicals are required to make an alkahest. Pinky, I am reading to learn how to make this. No need, we have Trixie. Since I have studied chemistry, I just need the Pinky to tell me what to use. If you say so. Stupid spiders and the giant hitboxes. Well, if there's one thing I absolutely wanted removed, it's this scene right here. Unfortunately, no, the creator deemed it important for some reason. For reference, although I have not gone through all the paths as at the time of this recording, I have played to the fullest, like to the end of this game with a neutral path with Trixie, and it's never brought up again. This random bit of backstory that is completely insensitive. The only change that actually has been done here is that Rarity cannot move around, or you cannot have Rarity move around. In the creator's twisted mind, I believe he was trying to have Rarity be stronger by introducing this bit of backstory, but no, it's just insensitive and has been presented very, very poorly. What you thinking? Should we destroy these, Pinky? Well, I guess that is up to you. I followed you up this far, or I followed you this far. Decisions have consequences. The only reason I care is because someone is with me. What to do? Let's leave them. I was so pissed off from the cutscene from before that I actually burned these in my rage. You fight Liko no matter what, though, but you get a bit more backstory for choosing to not burn them. You show restraint as the last one did. The last one, Luna. It has been some time since I've had guests. I wish to ask of you some questions. Why, of course, please go ahead. What happened to the greatest champion of Equestria? I'm not sure who you are talking about. The absence of their power is greatly noticeable. Did the Dark Furred One complete her task? Dark Furred One? You mean Luna? I'm afraid I don't know what her task was that she mentioned to you. In that case, I hope that she did. She seems so determined. What's your name? Pinky! I was named Liko, broodmother of the swarm. We seek the offering that the Dark Furred One parted with. If you have items of greater or equal value, then let us barter. But I can tell you now that I do not sense any magical items with you. Maybe we could search the archive? I've lived here for hundreds of years. What makes you think that I have not already collected everything that there is to collect here? But we can't leave this archive empty-handed. Yeah, hands. If you have nothing to barter, ask that you leave my burrow. How about our lives? I'm not sure I understand. We will take it by force! That option existed for the Dark Furred One as well, but she saw the need to keep me alive. I do not! Yeah, so we defeat Liko no matter what. As I said, Liko feels a bit tougher, but that might have been a weird placebo effect from having played this game from a long time before, or something like that. Also, I don't notice that I got the party cannon here. It's actually a weapon for Pinky. How about from now on I do the talking to giant murderous creatures? Feel free to, Pinky. But I did not hear you voice an opinion at all. Well, I was observing. Yeah, that's it. Uh-huh. Well, anyway, we have the offering now, so we can leave this place. Are we going to talk about the older than pony civilization creature we just murdered? We killed it. What else is there to talk about? Was there really nothing for us to find here? There might have been, but the passageways to the other floors are collapsed. Where did she want us to look? Unfortunately, that is a good point. And let's leave. Yes, let's get out of this hellhole of spiders! God, I hate them so much. Would you like to save, even though I just saved right now? Not really. So, we're gonna go to the escape sequence right here. And I don't know, no reason to go this way, but there's no reason to go that way either. As it turns out, the way to the right leads to the exit anyway, so don't know why we can't actually choose to go that way. Rarity! Hold on, we'll find a way to get to you. Trixie can teleport. I don't know why she didn't just teleport to Rarity and have her teleport back the way, but whatever. Anyway, the escape event is still roughly the same, except the timer resets every time you enter a new room, quote unquote. So it's not exciting at all. Pinky, Trixie, I knew you'd make it. I've activated this end of the portal, so we can leave, like now. That sounds wonderful. But before we leave, let's go right here. There's no reason to turn back. No, we don't know where that will lead us. I activated the red teleport symbol at the top of the descent, remember? I'm pretty sure the teleporter gets activated no matter what. So, yeah. There's no, reason to be concerned about this. We can quick travel to the Elements of Harmony, and there's the image of part 1 of 2 right there. I don't know why. If you don't quick travel, I guess you get a chance to grind on the ghosts again, so there is that to consider, because it doesn't let you return if you quick travel. You can grind on the Timberwolves down here, but you don't have access to any shops, so unless you're good at abusing the regen, you're eventually gonna have to move on. Caution, dangerous ahead. I really do like the atmosphere of this game. It's just that the plot is so terrible, but for the most part. We don't need to avoid it because we sealed it, remember? Not anymore, it isn't. And why not? Let's just avoid it. Now it makes sense. This is why Fluttershy would come with us. She didn't want to see this. I doubt that. This wasn't like this a week ago. This is new. Everyone needs to be ready. No telling what is here now. That is unusually serious for you, Pinky. I'm not always silly, you know. There's really not much in this place, to be honest. Besides, like, the possessed treant and the corrupted timberwolves. Really no way down. I guess we... Pinky? Push! Was that necessary? No, but it was fun. Wanna do it again? And here, Trixie just teleports. I'm guessing Trixie can only teleport by herself, and oh well, also this is new. We can buy items here. Only level 3 gems though, and there's no enemy between this shop and the next one. Oh, actually, wait, there is the possessed treant, but that's a very easy enemy. If you're able to beat Liko, you're able to beat the possessed treant for sure. Also, this scene still exists, and the drawing is still terrible. Pinky, this is the same feeling I had when... Pinky? I don't want to go back. What do you want from me? It's been so long. Pinky, you won't take me. I require a sacrifice, a bloodlust. Rarity shakes Pinky. Pinky! Kill Rarity. No one will miss her. Yes, killing her will save me. Her blood will be mine. Yes? Pinky, are you okay? Doing just peachy. What's up? What's with that face? You were talking out loud. You seem scared. No, scared is an understatement. You see, you were terrified. It's because of that tree blocking the path. What? You can still glitch this scene, by the way. That's something the creator forgot to fix. Fortunately, it doesn't really cause any major error. You didn't see that? I do now. Trixie holds Rarity back. Yeah, we know. I need to tell you something. Why are you... Shh. Something is very wrong with Pinky. She seems just like old Pinky to me, random as always. I'm telling you, Dare. I really do not appreciate you accusing my friend. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, I can sense these things. Come on, Slowpokes, it's time to get moving. If you're on good terms with Trixie, you'll actually she'll actually say a bit more. If you're on bad terms, I think she says a bit less, or even more than neutral. But being neutral actually has its advantages in the upcoming scene. Anyway, seriously, just take a look at it. Oh. And the shriek and roar. So, sacrifice, are we in trouble? Not at all. Remember what we need to do. Yeah, Pinkamena has her own portrait now. Good thing, too. Not here, I know where to take her. Hahaha, yes! Bring her to me! The possessed treant is weak against Fire Breath, but not against Giggle Strike. That's lame. It should be weak against Giggle Strike. It's fine for it to be weak against Fire Breath too, but not being weak against Giggle Strike, that's not canon. Or it doesn't follow canon, rather. What was that? Oh, pick me, I know. Okay, what was it then? An angry forest spirit. That wasn't a spirit, we just saw it was a moving tree. Actually, she is right. That was a possessed treant. Also, it is named during the battle we just had. You confuse me more often than not. You sure do, Pinky. Can I restore all my HP and magic points? This is oddly convenient? Why would there be a camp already set up here? This is my camp. Your camp? Yes. What do you mean? Who cares? It's time to take a break. Pinky leaves the party. You're arguing, it seems. Those trees stand out like sore thumb. I actually didn't notice these trees before because reused assets and whatnot. Anyway. Can you dispel them? Yes, but you have to leave camp first. These trees... Yeah. That was done by accident, by the way. I didn't mean to actually check out the trees twice. Hiya, Rarity. You want to talk, don't ya? Well, yes, I did. Is that a problem? Not at all. What's on your mind? We need to talk about what happened earlier. You're really worrying me. Why are you suddenly all worried? You haven't been this worried about anything the entire journey. Well, you are my friend, Pinky. Then act like it more often. And don't act all concerned only when something happens. So something did happen. What? No, of course not. Is there something following you, Pinky? Trixie and I want to help you, but only if you can tell us what is wrong. She's always listening, Rarity. You don't understand. Who is always listening? What is it? Me. You? Yes. Well, me, but not exactly me. It's so hard to explain. We are here to help, Pinky. Just tell us what we need to do. We have to go to the mirror pool. Mirror pool. I thought you asked us to avoid that place. Well, we need to go there anyway. What do you mean? The offering of sun is in the mirror pool. In? How would you know that? Yes, as in physically in the pool. So what is the catch? You wouldn't be worried for no reason. She has corrupted the pool. You cannot reach the offering easily. You have to traverse the astral plane to reach it. How do you know all of this? She's talking to me right now. She's telling me what to tell you. Because she wants you to come. She wants you to fail. Reddy puts a hoof on Pinky's shoulder. Pinky? Can I kill it? Yes. Then lead us to where we need to go. I'm with you, Rarity. I can be your guide in the astral plane. Please, help me. I'll save you, Pinky. Have faith in me. There's even more to say if you're on the evil path. But if you're on the good path, there's not much that she says to you, which is weird. Anyway, let's talk to Trixie now. Still lots of dialogue to do. That sounds like a swell idea. Yeah, we... telling us there now. Would you like to discuss what we heard about Star Swirl? What? That some bipedal humanoid was actually the beloved unicorn master? Yes? I do not believe it, and I do not accept it. And why wouldn't you believe it? Every painting and statue of Star Swirl was of a long-bearded unicorn with his full robe and hat. I have not ever seen of it or heard of anything that proves otherwise. I did! Before I came back to check on you two at the chemistry lab, I was flipping through those books across the way. And then I discovered the reason why you haven't never seen him as anything other than a unicorn. That is, he was one of the greatest shapeshifters. And it seems that he was well known for it, especially from the world he is from. I still don't like that, though. Tell you what, we will ask the princess next time we see her. You got it. What did you have in mind? Why do you suppose the archive collapsed? Because we took the offering with us. I suppose. Then how did Luna leave? She found a way that we didn't. She was there for the grimoire. Yes? It seemed that way. Why? She learned a plethora of spells, I bet. That would make sense. Mary closed her eyes and let her thoughts run wild. No one ever knew where Luna went. She disappeared without a trace or trail. She just showed back up that day after the Battle of Canterfield and saved Celestia from Lord Magus, Juka, and Batarang, 3 strong guardian deities. Guardian deities are alicorns and are immortal, just like Celestia. These guardians are sole leaders to each nation of the world. Lord Magus, the guardian deity of Germany. Juka, queen of Gildedale, also guardian deity. Batarang, parrot lord of Glasgow. Plattest of the 3 guardian deities. These 3 nations attack Equestria. Whatever. What was that for? Thank goodness I couldn't get you to respond to me at all. You're kind of zoned out. Are you okay? I'm fine, thank you. What did you have in mind? She had the creator taken over her mind so that she could point out or do a whole backstory drop on us. What do you make of those trees right over there? Definitely fake. Fake? Well, they are a group of healthy trees in the midst of a forest of death. That is a red flag right there. Well, how do we go about getting around them? Trixie is standing right there. I think she'll be able to help. I'll do that. Nothing else is on our mind. Except there's still lots of stuff to talk about. Even though... Yeah, my kid reputation is still 0. It says right here that this is our last chance to talk to Trixie. That's not true at all. We're about to talk to her a lot more once we, uncover those trees. And what's a tumb? How do these ponies know what a tumb is? Seriously, I don't like how hands are mentioned so often in these fan games. It really, really bothers me. More so than person and anybody and all those other words that are like that. Everyone instead of every pony. Anybody instead of any pony. Stuff like that. I really like the music here, for what it's worth. Sherlock Holmes mode activate. Trixie's hat and cape sit neatly on the mannequin. Trixie, why is your hat and cape here? Because I put them there. Then why aren't you wearing them? Rarity! I just noticed that she isn't wearing her hat and cape. How did you not notice that? Wasn't important. Spike told me that they were symbols of my past, and that I no longer needed to adorn them. You have the ability to give Trixie back her garments if you choose to do so. Do it! I trust Spike's judgment. But these, they are meant to be worn. Where he drapes a cape around Trixie's shoulders and places the hat on her brow. Thank you. Okay, you definitely want to take the garments, or Trixie's old garments, because it actually boosts our stats if you equip it on her anyway. This is where I died that day. It's really hard to believe that I laid here for nearly a whole year. How did you not decompose? It's been mentioned before, but plot holes. I don't see how you do not feel that. The magic that lingers here is so thick that you could almost cut it with a knife. But it does have an apologetic aura to it. I believe you are right, Rarity. She didn't mean to. The Twilight I know wouldn't have done it on purpose. The Twilight you know? That's not a story for now. It's a story for 3 years from now or something. Papers are tossed around carelessly. Amongst them are a few pieces that stand out from the others. A banknote for 70,000 bits for completing a survey job? Trixie? Yes? Why do you live here when you have a banknote for 70,000 bits? That is a fake. So you fabricated it to look good? No, I received that like it says for the completion of a survey job. But when I tried to cash it out of the bank, they told me that it was fake. I told them that I got it from the Germany Surveyors Guild. They laughed and told me that no such place existed. Did you go back and demand your money from that guild? Well, no, I didn't. I was always contacted by courier with a letter. I never actually got an address or location. Germany. Apparently Germany is a really bad place in this universe. Anyway, a bunch of books here that are... They use big numbers. Well, maybe not that big, but they use numbers. I had no idea you were so well versed. If I apply myself, I can be great. But I also realize that I need to be modest and humble. You have changed quite a bit. I am almost proud of you. Squee. We already interacted with that, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all of this place. Even though I checked to see if there's like more stuff. There isn't. No, well, you already answered all the questions, Trixie. Let's leave. Yes, we are ready to leave. I don't know why we can't come back. I haven't tested trying to come back anyway, though. No, yeah, Trixie's garments actually boost her magic, so quite important. The shtick about it, though, is that I was told that it would actually change how she looks. It doesn't in the full game. I don't know if I can't remember if it did in the previous version, but in the full game, it doesn't actually change how she looks. Very disappointing. In that area to the right, I think it was completely removed. So if we're only Rarity and Pinky, I think it's actually the way down we have to use now. Either that or the way down is completely different. And also there's a shop right there. You can buy level 5 gems if you want, but the enemies here drop level 6 gems, which are better. Where the brambles are thickest, there you will find a pond beyond the most twisted of vines. Where the brambles are thickest is right. Pinky, can you navigate us through here? Nope. Why not? It is not the same as it was. It's a little more twisted. Bad puns are bad. But I really have no idea anymore. I guess walking never hurt. Huh. Walking hurts a lot. Anyway, the pellet swapped Timberwolves here. They're not weaker, but they move slower, so they're easier to avoid. And they're called Frenzy Timberwolves. The nerf to confuse makes this a bit harder, makes them a bit harder to deal with, but I would say that confusion is at its most useful at this point in the game still. Because these enemies have lots of HP and having one Timberwolf confused is still kind of useful. Anyway, I wish I could just go to the exit here, but no, I have to do something. Something very, well, not all that special, but it's something I have to do. See, there's Slender pages here, and I need to collect them all to see what happens when you collect them all. I believe there are 8 around here. Also, Rarity calmed down there because she used Rat in battle, but didn't like spend it. Help me. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and collect 8 Slendy pages. I don't exactly show where the locations are because I skipped ahead to all of them. But yeah, collecting all the pages is something that I will accomplish. Also, I noticed that the party cannon is right here. It actually boosts Pinky's magic attack for, well, by 10. So do that, because you don't want to attack directly with her anyway. only rarities for that, even though she's a unicorn. Anyway, the pages. I just quickly flipped through all of them. And I really fought a lot of frenzied Timberwolves on the way, by the way. And one of the pages is so completely out of the way, it's outrageous. I think it's this one. Either that one or the previous one, I think. Anyway, all 8 pages. What do? Nothing! Yes, that's right. Collecting all the pages does nothing. Nothing that I noticed, anyway. I didn't bother going back to the beginning of this place, so maybe something happened over there, but I don't know. I didn't try it. I have a save just before I actually go to the mirror pool, so if one of you know something happens when you get all the pages and it involves not going to the mirror pool immediately, then please tell me and maybe I'll be able to show what happens. Besides that, let's go here. It mentioned just a few seconds ago that if Rarity is dead, we can't proceed. I don't know why it mentions that because, well, later in the game, the creator figured out how to fully heal your character without, like, having you do it manually. So I don't know why the creator doesn't bother, like, fully healing Rarity when you enter this area, because we're about to play as Rarity solo right now. Anyway. She needs to understand that I do care, even if I do not show it all the time. But our chances will be... You can either be my guide while I'm in there, or do nothing at all. Well, guess what, guys? Trixie, even if you say yes and ask her to help you, she's not going to be doing anything at all. So fucking stupid. I mean, goodness gracious. I was kind of hyped up to see Trixie help me when I go into Mirror Pool. But even saying yes to her does nothing. She's not going to help us at all. Which really, really bothers me. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff that I could voice here, but I'm kind of really tired. I've been like trying to commentate on this video for the last 37 minutes. And I'm kind of running out of breath. I just want to take a drink, go in bed, and finish the rest of this video. This will be a challenge and it will be a strain. Actually, it is a challenge. I do recommend being at least level 16 or something before you enter that area. I think it auto-levels you to level 20 though. Maybe, or something. And I try to return there just to see if you could. You can't. Yeah. The music is different. There's some other portals here, but you can't go through them. Ever. Unless maybe there's something different if you have different morality. Where in the hell did I end up? All alone, that's where. And tired, like me. I wonder where these portals will lead me. Only one way to find out. I hear you! I can hear your every thought. No matter where you go, I will find you. To hell with you. I'll take your silence as a yes, I am scared. Mwahaha! She can't hear my thoughts if I vocalize them. That doesn't make sense. But I'm not too terribly fond of talking out loud to myself. Time to move. No, not yet. We're not going through the new content just yet. That's going to be for the next video and the one after that. I'm really tired. Anyway, as I mentioned in the previous video, the new content is simultaneously disappointing and kind of interesting. I don't particularly hate it. I think some of it, especially near the end, is kind of a sign of what I would have liked the game to actually have been. More of a visual novel, to say it basically. Anyway, check the playlist for more War of Harmony 4. Hope you all enjoyed this video, this long video, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Bye-bye.